you're looking for some cool alternatives for ice skating for you and your kids, listen up because Noelle is going to fill us in. Tell us about some different spots that people may not know about.
Well, a lot of people, of course, are aware of Rockefeller Center and Woolman Rink in Central Park, but a lot of people forget that there are other ice rinks around the city. There is, for example, Lasker Ice Rink, which is also in Central Park, but just further north. There's also Prospect Park Rink, which is well known to people who live in Brooklyn, of course, but a lot of people forget that it's just a short subway ride away, and it's sometimes a lot less busy and trafficy on the ice rink than, of course, the famous ones. It's also less expensive.
So let's start with Lasker. Talk about the atmosphere there.
The interesting thing about Lasker is they actually have separate rinks, one for hockey and one for just general ice skating. So the great thing about that is, say you have your 5-year-old and you're taking them ice skating, you don't have to deal with like 11-year-old boys who are, kind of rambunctiously skating around, knocking hockey pucks left and right. So you don't have to worry about that. That's something you can't always have at some of the other ice rinks. So that's a big plus for Lasker. It's much less popular than Woolman Rink downtown. It's also, admittedly a little less aesthetic. I mean, Woolman Rink in Central Park is just a spectacular view of the city, and it's great, but you also pay for that, and you have to wait in long lines on the weekend, whereas Lasker usually moves very quickly. If you go there in the evening, it can be practically deserted if you hit the right time, so you can sometimes have the ice rink all to yourself, which leaves for a very peaceful evening.
And then we definitely have cheap eats, right? Some cheap snacks for the kids.
Absolutely. $1 hot chocolate, so you can't really beat that. And a snack bar, which has typical kid favorites, nachos, hot dogs, pizza, things like that.
So now, does Lasker offer lessons for kids?
Yes, they do. I mean, they have hockey teams, of course, that play there, so you can sign up your kid for one of those. They also have ice skating lessons, both group lessons and private lessons.
And it's only a couple bucks to get in.
It's $4.50 for adults, and it's $2.25 for kids. Okay. And skate rental, of course, is an additional few dollars. As activities with your family goes, it's a fairly inexpensive one.
So now let's head over to Prospect Park. Kate Woolman. What exactly does this one look like?
Well, Kate Woolman is actually, it's a little bit more scenic just where it's located in the park. It's on the Ocean Avenue side of the park, and it's also very popular with a lot of Brooklyn residents. I mean, telling people in Brooklyn about Prospect Park Rink is nothing they don't already know, but it is kind of something that's off the radar for people in other boroughs. And so it's also just a really big family favorite. You go on Saturday and there's a lot of people, but still nothing compared to what you're going to get in the middle of Manhattan.
So the same thing, affordable, cheap eats, that kind of thing?
Absolutely. Tickets for adults are $5. Tickets for kids are $3. There's also skate rental at very affordable prices. And snacks, there's $1 hot chocolate, which seems to be the going rate at most of these places. And there's also other snacks available at the snack bar.
And you can't have ice skating without snacks?
No.
Now, Prospect Park actually has parking too, right, if you drive?
Yeah, you can actually drive in and park right there at the rink, which is incredibly convenient, especially if you're taking advantage of their birthday party rentals, because for $300 you can get up to 30 guests, which is actually a pretty good deal since it also includes skating, it also includes a choice of snacks and a variety of other things.
Well, thanks, Noelle, for giving us some cool alternatives for some family fun. Ice skating is a great tradition here in New York City, so check out Kate Woolman in Prospect Park and Lasker in Central Park. Tune in and get out.
Pick up a copy of Time Out New York magazine at any Universal News.